Hey guys, Adam here to show you how to fix a bike flat. Pretty easy, right? There are a couple things on this bike though that make it a little more challenging, and that is it's on the rear tire, and this tire doesn't have a quick release. So we're going to show you how to fix this thing. So first thing you want to do, because this has multiple chain rings, you want to, if you look in here, you want to get the front chain ring, you want to get it into your lowest chain ring, and then on the rear derailleur shift it to your heaviest gear. All right, so the smallest teeth all the way at the end. That's going to set you up for success to get this tire off. Now to get it off, because there's not a quick release skewer here, you need one of these socket set. Okay, so let me get this tire off, and I'll be back with you once it's off. So I've got the two nuts and washers off of the back tire. And so the only other thing I need to do now, these brakes are going to prevent the tire from sliding off. So all you do is pinch this together and the brake set will open right up. Okay? So now we're ready to get this tire off. Remember, I've got the chain in the back derailleur here. I've got the chain on the smallest set of teeth. So you just knock it off and it comes right off. So the next thing we need to do is use these called tire levers to get the popped tube out of the tire. Now, you can do this by yourself, or sorry, with your hands, but it's good to have these tire levers handy if the tube isn't coming out. Okay, this one's coming right out, see? So all you do is yank it out. Try not to get the whole tire off. Try to leave the tire seated. It'll serve you well when you're putting the new one on, okay? So now we've got the tube already out. That only took a couple minutes, so don't need to take this to a bike shop. We're over halfway done. Let's get this done. Okay, so first thing is to put the valve stem in the hole in the rim. All right, and then you want to start fitting the tube around the tire. Okay, you can see I'm pushing it up. Just pushing it up in the tube. I think best practice actually is to hold it like this in your lap. So we'll do best practice. Okay, one more thing. In order to get the right style tube, you can get it off of Amazon or any bike shop. You want to read on your tire here the size, okay? So this one's 24 1.95. So that's the kind of tube you need to buy. All right, so I've got the tube up in this tire. So now, and again, you can use the tire levers, but this is going so smoothly. You seed the tire around the rim, okay? So you just want to do a visual inspection, make sure it looks good, and then we're going to put a little bit of air in it. Follow me. Okay. Then I'm just going to check and see, does it look like the tube is starting to fill in okay, or do I see any bubbles, right, coming out from the side of the rim? I don't. So I didn't fill this all the way up because it'll be, if it's full size, it's harder to get on through that brake caliper. So we're gonna pump it up once it's back on the bike. That's what I like to do. All right, so if you zoom in here on the rear derailleur, This takes a little bit of trial and error, but you want to align your chain back on what? The lowest chain ring, right? That's where we started. And then I like to push down this rear derailleur gently and see if I can get it to drop right back on. See, it's back on here. And now we're ready to pump this baby up and then put the nuts back on. Do an inspection around the rim. Do I see any bulging of the tube, or did it seed properly? Looks like it did. This slid out a little bit, so I just put that back in there. Now, all we got to do to get back to riding is screw the nuts back in and put this caliper back together, and we're done. So I appreciate you watching.